Fairy tales are real. They're psychic truth.
Okay.
Psychological is psyche's logic, the unconscious. It's not the intellectual logic. It makes sense to artists and poets and people who think symbolically or who think psychologically, because we switch on to another part of ourselves. And how do we know that? The simplest way is just say it to yourself. Well, once upon a time, and you could feel your whole body shifts, your heart opens. We get ready to hear something fantastic, improbable. That horse was talking. The grandmother had like big ears. What? We're willing to suspend all reality to hear a psychic reality. And this is what, as people, we are. Any people, we tell stories.
Okay, but then
without our stories, we're gone. Yeah.
But then we get into the question of really what is reality? Because, you know, what is the realm of the psychic and the imagination? I mean, where's it even coming from? Because I like how you said fairy tales are real. Can you get more into detail for us to wrap our brains around it? Because
they're psychically real.
Okay.
Right? Because we notice.
Psychically real.
Right. Fairy tales, it's a symbolic language.
Okay.
They were never written down. It's only in the last couple of thousand years they began to be written down. And it was only the last couple of 100 years that, like, Grimm began to go around to different parts in Europe and hear the folk tales. Because your grandparents would tell you, or a religious leader would tell you, you know, religion is a tale. It's a story. It's a myth.
Mm-hmm.
People will fight for the reality of it. It's like, what's that going to do? It's like it opens us up to, sometimes it opens us up to being afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's changing a lot, because we don't have to be ruled through fear. We can be ruled through knowledge, because we've grown a lot intellectually and emotionally, or we'll see we'll see great immaturity. So the fairy tale, one of the most important parts of a fairy tale is to teach children and smart adults that there is evil in the world.
Ah.
And it's interesting that evil is live spelled backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's always a hint of what's about to come. So the fairy tale it's a soul teaching.